6 years ago, St. Louis captured the eyes and the ears of the entire world during the Ferguson uprising. We could not stand the injustice any longer. So, in the tradition of every one of our ancestors who fought for a better world, we organized for Michael Brown Jr.
What does justice for Black lives look like in 2020?
Michael Brown didn't get justice. His family did not receive justice. So many of us, our lives changed because of what happened to this young man. And I could never, ever go about this work and not acknowledge the life that was lost in an 18-year-old. My son is 20 right now. I cannot imagine what his family went through losing their 18-year-old. And so I won't let that go. The system is more than police. Are we showing up to vote to make sure that we're voting in the right people? If we have judges, we have prosecutors, if we have our state assemblies and our local government on top of Congress that are all thinking the same way, if we can turn this country around and finally hold people accountable to being anti-racist, hold our police departments accountable to really being anti-racist. Right now, what we needed for Michael Brown, we needed all of those things to be in place for his justice, and we didn't get it. So I will always go back to the day that Michael Brown was murdered, because that's the day that changed the world.
This moment is brought to us, by our movement for social, racial, and economic justice. Now, our movement is going to Congress.
Do you consider yourself the newest member of the Squad?
The Squad is actually anyone who believes that people should have their basic human rights met, that belongs to them. And whatever we have to do to fight for it, that's what we're going to do. Are you willing to fight for your community? Are you willing to put yourself on the line? Do you believe what we believe? Just a dignity, and a love of humanity. Then you are part of the Squad. I absolutely support a $2,000 a month universal basic income for every person, making it retroactive back to March and making that for 1 year. We have to get out of this place where we are not only struggling, but people are losing so much when we were already struggling pre-COVID. Like this didn't just start. I'm the first Black woman, and I am someone who is walking in the door with lived experience and not electoral experience. I'm not a wealthy family. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a white man. I'm not what people would deem congressional, is what I've heard. That has been what has pushed me to want to continue going, because this district, people look like me in this district, and they come from the experiences that I come from, the hardship, the struggles, but also the triumph. There are so many girls who look like me and women who look like me that need to know that they are represented and somebody has their best interest and comes from where they come from. And because of that, it opens the door for them to say, oh, I can do that too.